Hi guys, this is Emnel and we are back playing Imperator Rome. So, I went through our planned peace deal and then I noticed one interesting thing. This province, right here, there's a lot of people in it, which is, good and bad. But first of all, it has better it has two sources of step horses, which would allow us to get get an easy surplus. Also, they will be crazy easy to sell if we so desire. So by just getting a little bit of money, we would also get plus 5% horse archer discipline. So this province has also a shitty civilization value, which is bad, but it's also good because it mostly has tribesmen, which means that they will be happy enough even if we take into account all other negative modifiers due to our aggressive expansion and whatnot. So I think we 1 year into this this whole thing, we should be okay. So if we take that, that's 8 points, right? So, but it should give us a lot of money and access to some additional step horses, which is pretty amazing. So I think we are gonna go with that. We will be 8 points above our aggressive expansion, though, which is pretty scary. But if I remember correctly, it's mostly the additional penalty is to our power costs. Unless it makes everyone around you excessively aggressive, which I don't think it does, not in my experience, we should be alright. We may have some slave revolts here and there, but otherwise we should be solid. And we will switch instantly to appeasing stance, which actually is gonna be a bit that may be problematic with aggressive expansion. I think that should be now, but we will be able to burn through aggressive expansion a bit faster. And then we will basically have to sit around for a pretty long time, just managing our inner dealings and preventing rebellions and whatnot. But I think we are in a solid spot. Of course, it was a stupid thing to do to not check possible peace deals the moment I saw we are losing the battle here, because we just threw away like 5k manpower. But yeah, I think we're gonna do it this way. We're not gonna take those two additional ones, I don't think. That's what I don't think that's 2, I guess, expansion points. I'm tempted just just for the sake of a pretty map. Fuck it. What can possibly go wrong, right? So so we will be at 41, at 61%. So that may actually mean that we won't be able to. I think that's 10% or 20% increase in costs here. For that reason, we are gonna first. Okay, so what we want to do with our Regis power is the question. Of course, another issue with this is that we will, due to all of those tribals here, we will, and them not being Zoroastrian, that would actually further decrease our religious unity, I'm afraid, despite grabbing some Zoroastrians here and here. But beyond that, we should be okay. I think it will be worth it in a long time. We will first we will convert them, and then we will go with civilization focus, or the other way around. We'll see. So hopefully none of the new provinces that we get will end up with bleeding them dry, because that would be real bad, since we won't have oratory power to switch them outright. So, first of all, since we will have a lot of unhappy people, and including some slave revolts, we don't want additional unrest. So, before we get, let's cancel that before our costs will go up, and we can either decrease national unrest, get some aggressive expansion here, or just stop the pigs to get a stability. Stability is not that great, not really. It's just 5% tax and 5% research points, I think, like in our situation, and some popularity, but we'll do it anyway, because this is not that amazing either. All we could convert some of our citizens. No, let's get stability once and for all, because actually we could this guy, right? Sacrifice to the gods. Do we have like a better guy? I mean, yeah, we can switch to that guy just to save a few points. Sure, and yeah, stop the pigs, and yeah, I think sadly we cannot. Actually, I think. I don't want to risk it, but so I'm not sure if war score cost, which we meet. Okay, I don't think war score cost is linked to aggressive expansion. So, but it may be somehow. But we are gonna risk it. So it's 41 because we have more than, yeah, we have more than enough. So we will actually switch our thing to appeasing before we sue for peace. Yes, okay, we're good. So this is gonna be a bit more expensive, but we are gonna, yeah, they are going to easily accept, and we are not gonna have to pay more for switching due to excessive aggressive expansion. So yeah, fingers crossed, hopefully we will not collapse. There we go. Well, that looks nice. What did you say? 61, let's see. Oh yeah, that's plus 22. And primary cultural happiness, and yeah, 30. So yeah, it's pretty bad, but it will be going down pretty fast by 0.35 per day. So yeah, good. Yeah, I didn't remember it's 10% or 20% per point. So how hateful is everyone? Well, that's actually decent. This is pointless. This is good. And this is pointless, and this is okay. As far as what we've got here. But yeah, I think we should be alright? And it doesn't say how much everyone hates us though. So let's see how much Seleucids hate us. Oh, they hate us plenty. Oh, okay, that didn't. Oh, okay, so I think, okay, so that's actually probably like a serious multiplier here, because that's minus 300 there. How much Egypt hates us? 200. Okay, so that may actually throw people against us, so we may end up in a war that we cannot win, but at least Seleucids are in another war right now, so maybe not. Okay, well, we have a lot of cohorts, so we should be able to survive and, yeah, hunker down. Okay, let's bail. Reorganize our troops, get them out of there. Okay, you are retreating. Now, let's see, slaves. Those are Armenians. Has this updated yet? Oh, that's sure as hell hasn't updated. Okay, so we may have like a number of slave revolts. Okay, let's spread our troops a little bit in the territories that aren't. So definitely. Okay, let's see. yeah, there will be a few slave revolts, I'm afraid. So we want some troops around here. You guys like group up there. Some troops like right around here. Some troops around here. Some troops somewhere here. How many slaves do we have here? You guys will hate us, so yeah, let's send you there for now. We need some here too, because I'm pretty sure there will be some out-of-season slaves. You are gonna go there, and one of you will be sent there. Okay, so fingers crossed. Like this is what 30 months, so 3 years will be in a pretty bad position, but it's gonna get better. Yeah, good thinking. I changed the diplomatic stance. No one's declaring war quite yet, so that's optimistic. And we are, yeah, our monthly balance is pretty damn good. You can, yeah, we need one in there and like one in. Oh, you're still escaping. Okay. Let's like disable the false marches and whatnot to lower our attrition. And okay, let's see. Hardly any pretender support. Good. Okay, you guys escaped already, so let's like put one of this guy here. To guard against barbarians, and another guy like there to fight against possible slave revolts. Yeah, I mean, seem to be in a decent enough situation. Let's see if like so I'm kind of worried. And that the amount of troops we have with I mean, pretty limited manpower pool will bleed us dry just by the virtue of having just because of the winter attrition, but we shall see. For now, we are just suffering for those silly battles we lost there. As for our further expansion, so I think there are, so we can go against Pontus and Paphlagonia, or we can go against those Greek city-states that are, I think, in the defensive league here. So we can gobble them up at some point to like finish our provinces. Sadly, this is like most of our trade income right here, so it's problematic. But for now, yeah, I'm happy with the size of our Armenia. So those two guys are ready to gobble it up. I don't think we want to expand much further north though, because I mean this is a good defensive terrain, of course, the mountain range, and while getting okay, let's actually take a look here. So it's 16, yeah. Bad, and but still, I think we can. Yeah, I think we can like lower the taxes here. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, it's going down pretty quickly. So yeah, I think like if you are in a good military situation, it's not the worst of ideas to go above, because then you have to remember that the basic decay of aggressive expansion is a percentage, as you can see, 0.4%, which means that it just decays much faster the higher you have it. So might as well decay it at once. So someone wants our wild game. Yeah, okay, we are getting there. What do we want? And we still aren't using our omens, and I mean, we will be taking. Okay, we don't want anything because we're paying too much. Of course. Yeah. We also have some decent provinces with a statue. Would lose some popularity, but there will be less local unrest. Yeah, I think we'll go with less local unrest. How's our loyalty going? Yeah, province loyalty is holding steady. Okay, so someone wants the base metals that we've been selling there for now. This is, yeah, all of this is very solid. We'll need to do a little bit of switching around. Let's see. So this is, all of that is a single governor. He has converted 27 pops, which, I mean, isn't a lot considering, but, I mean, quite a few places there have been converted. So, yeah. How much? Again, 28. So 28 between those two provinces is actually pretty... actually, I think this is his as well, yeah. So, okay, maybe not that impressive. Our main leader converted 74 to Zoroastrianism, so, I mean, there are bits and pieces. And we ended with actually increased religious unity due to those territories we've taken here, which is pretty nice. Sadly, this ended with conversion, which I don't think there is much to convert here, is there? Zoroastrian, Armenian. Actually, most of them are even Armenians. Interesting. Yeah, so. Yeah, so that was like the best territory to take, now when I see it. Okay, let's take a look at Pops. Zoroastrian. What are we converting here? I mean, gee. Is it like... I mean, maybe there was like one guy, but... This province, right? Yeah, nothing to convert here. Not sure what we want. I guess we want civilization effort here once we get under 50, so that should be nice. But then again, I mean, do we want a civilization effort in our border province? We could start building some of... Oh, alright, forts. Let's see. Where are the forts? Here are the forts. We don't need this fort, I don't think, so let's cancel that. Here, I don't think we need forts. It would be probably advisable to get forts in those mountain passes. Let's take a look. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, better safe than sorry. So, this is hills. We want to have a fort in the mountains. It's a fort in the mountains with a local stone. So that's really nice. Which also covers this approach there. Like if things go badly in here, so that's okay. Here, I mean, if we end up at war against Cappadocia and Phrygia, that may be a difficult approach to defend, but I don't think we can. Oh, okay, so this guy actually got there, and he has taken the throne, but it's still a satrapy of Phrygia, so I'm not sure what good that did. And they actually don't like us because we supported a pretender, you know, the one that is ruling there right now. That's interesting. This here seems to be converting people to Zoroastrianism, so that's good. Like there are like a little bit of Zoroastrians here and there, but on the other hand, there is some Hellenic popping up here. Thankfully not a lot, so like if and or when Seleucids collapse a little bit, it should be fairly easy. Eye for aesthetics. City of Salm also gains marketplace. Okay, and weird place to put the marketplace in. Not sure. Never mind. The river valleys seem to, probably not the case, but seem to be less affected by those kinds of things. Inventions, right, we're waiting for invention. Still that goes away. I'm not sure if I want to go at speed 5 though, because this seems just stutter a lot. Alright, so we can actually look around how things are going. So Rome ate most of Etruria without Corsica and most of the Samnites. So some of it is left here. So yeah, and Sabinia, yeah, they're doing well themselves. Carthage. Oh, it's conquered Syracuse. I mean, some Messana is still left. No conquests here, no conquests there. You're at war with someone. You are not. Pictonia, I think, grew. I never remember. I think Pictonia, yeah, definitely grew. And here, Paphlagonia is occupied. Yeah, this weird war. So this war ended, right? Nope. Amisus, Byzanticon, Bithynia. But the war where the Sinop was fighting. Yeah, I think they've been conquered, haven't they? No, there it is. Yeah, Amisus. Okay, so were they conquered not by Pontus, and then the Amisus turned around and attacked them? Yeah, I need to take a look what was the situation there, as I can't remember from the top of my head. Yeah, so there's some fighting in Phrygia. Miletus, Istros. Okay, so everyone is a little bit busy. Moria. Okay, so look, it's at war with Bactria and Moria. Huh. Okay, so if not for this aggressive expansion, I would be like planning a war right now. Having said that, let's plan a war. Because I think against Moria, Seleucids may not be long for this war. How are you feeling? Feeling well. I mean, if Seleucus were closer to death, that would be real bad for Seleucid Empire. But I think that they will manage, but they will be weakened. Let's see. Citizens are euphoric. Province of Cersena increases, but we don't need it, so let's get some cash. Okay, more. Okay, so I think we do want this fort here, just in case. Like we are fighting there, so someone attacks. Like I think it's we don't want more armies. I don't think it's not the cash thing; it's a manpower thing, and the fact that every winter we're gonna suffer manpower losses. So let's get into a bit of a defensive stance here, I'd say. So I'll put another fortress right here, and we'll have those passes covered. How about here? Okay, so this and this would. This is not quite there, right? So, yeah, they could like go through Teal and here and here and here. So, so I guess getting a fort here would be optimal, right? So it blocks most of the movement except through Trapezes there. Not sure if we are like in actual danger of that, but I mean, we are a bit overextended, or this, I think we discussed, like, this province? No, it's not gonna help here. Yeah, I think, like, we want to... Those are too weak to attack us, and I think, like, yeah, funneling our defense towards here is I think, decent enough with those 2 passes covered. And you want wild game, perfect. No one is buying our horses though, which is weird. And we are under 50 already. Does it mean that you guys don't hate us nearly as much? No, actually it seems to be scaling pretty linearly. I mean, let's get minus 50 and wait for a month to tick, but no, it seems like 50 is exactly 250. So it's basically 0.5, like times 5, this times 5 as I think. We didn't have a single slave revolt, so that's interesting. Wait a second, I think that's in a threat successful. Oh, okay, I thought like someone revolted. Yeah, so Mauritania like gave up this. And Lygia, they grew. And they revolted. And they are at war. Who's attacking whom? Okay, that's just a... you are allied. Okay, so you guys aren't allied with one another anymore. Yeah, okay, so we would have to fight some horses up north if we wanted to finish them. But I mean, that's probably for the best, because this way they are not gonna take territories from them. And yeah. Okay, so you just have this province and this bits of this province. So this is, yeah, a few mountain passes here, but without a fortress. So this is good. We can take the fortress, then win a battle, grab mountain passes, and we're good. We don't even actually have to grab mountain passes because this is a capital. So that's good. And here is just some forests. So yeah, that's it's a decent position to be in. And do we want anything from here right now? Yeah, let's get military investment. We'll use it at some point. Now, we do have a lot of military power right now, and we have some tyranny to spare. So we could switch some policies that we don't care about. Start with ones in our main region. Okay, do we want to get... okay, let's see about this one. Zoroastrian. I hate how that. Okay, Zoroastrian. Everyone Zoroastrian? No, so there are some Chaldics, but it's just a few pops, so which we could just yeah. You know what? Let's just convert them this way. We'll have a full province without any non-Zoroastrian people. So that should hopefully limit the amount of Chaldic citizens that will be showing up here. One can hope, but I'm not like 100% sure how exactly that works. And we have high civilization value here. Not many tribesmen actually into change, so, and you are, let's see, a culture. Armenian. Yeah, so actually this policy is actually solid here. No need to do anything else. Next one. Definitely want to keep converting, I think, and working on this. Okay, so we are almost there. I mean, it's gone, but it may just pop once. It's a 0.5% chance every month for those barbarians to spawn. They will go to 0, and this will disappear. So we're good. We just need to make sure to not get caught by, not to lose any provinces to those Babs. So let's actually move in there a bit closer. I'm not sure which way they can spawn. So okay, let's spread around a little bit, eh? And how are we on the civilization value? I don't think we need to continue increasing it here. Yeah, it seems pretty maxed. How many? Oh, we do have a lot of tribesmen though. And I think we do want to get rid of them without actually having to spend mana to promote them. What is the efficiency here? It should be pretty good. So 12, one tribesman plot promotes the freemen. Sadly, it doesn't tell you how many have been promoted. If you hover it, like with the conversion, it's pretty slow going. So I guess we can leave it for it's not as important. Now, this guy, how old are you? 32. You're like terrible at stuff, but 4 of your things are of a proper type. Can we get like a much better guy? He's better, but he's better as well. Research points, tech speed. You are bad. But then again, the random things would show up here. So slow and steady, or are we gonna run around switching them? Okay, let's check here. So this guy is 44, which is okay. He has decent stats, and this is we can get what either a civilization, do a civilization here, or do a cultural conversion. So there are a few Albanians here. Yeah, I think we need to start with culture conversion, and then maybe as far as converting them this way. Yeah, let's start with culture conversion. It's like 40 pops there. And here, I think we are also gonna go with culture conversion. Albanians to Armenians. And here, let's check a cultural map. This is mostly Armenian, right? Like, if not all Armenian. So we can go with either a civilization effort or... Okay, what is the province? Atrak in Albania. So we can actually check how many tribesmen we have. Atrak, like 9 tribesmen. Okay, so no, and civilization is in like high 40s. So yeah, I don't think we need to care. So I think this is like okay on this policy, which I think we were like fighting against for a long time, for whatever reason. This I think we need to start working on control assimilation here though, and then we'll just have to leave it on. You know what? No, we should have went with a conversion, to be honest. But yeah, well, control assimilation is the first then. Yeah, that's a lot of discussion on it. So yeah, cultural assimilation here, this. Not sure what to do with this though, because Zoroastrian Armenians everywhere. So there are Medians. Some Medians, but yeah, there are some Medians. Yeah, let's make sure it's proper here, and this one. What do we have here? Chaldic Armenians, so let's do a religious conversion. And same goes for this. Religious conversion. Yep, I think we're good. Unpause, and we were probably out of time there, so, yeah, let's run a little bit, and yeah, like, one last thing we could do is switch those things there. Okay, what? Oh, right, we wanted to change this probably to religious conversion, right? But there's a lot of bloody tribesmen. Yeah, let's leave it for a little bit. I mean, Jesus, 27 tribesmen. This is ridiculous, and it's 10%. So it's like 1 per year, well, 1.2 or something per year. It's pretty atrocious. Here, Chaldic, Zoroastrian. Yeah, I think we'll focus on. So the best thing to do would be to switch them all to Armenians, to Zoroastrian Armenians, and then just go with additional trade route to get something useful, like I don't know, grain or horses. So that's one way to go about it. And also, I think we'll start working on where's our capital. This is our capital, right? So let us promote some citizens. We need to start, and we are gonna promote you as well. Okay, well, we'll need to make them Zoroastrian still, but that should help just a little bit in with our atrocious research. So starting with the main. With our capital, and then going for other places in it. I guess switching a little bit to the civilization effort wouldn't hurt either, to get rid of some tribesmen, but sadly, like, our capital province isn't all that populous anyway. So I mean, we could go with tribesmen output, but. No, I'll just save it for later. We'll try to get our research efficiency to like 50, which is serviceable for the most part, at least for like first few levels when you aren't ahead of time. So that will be probably our goal for the next few episodes. Well, probably the next episode really, while we are taking down Igor's expansion and looking around, planning our next conquests. Yes, that would be nice to finish, and then when time is right, we'll strike Pontus, Paphlagonia, and when the time is really right, against the Seleucid Empire, while we anxiously await for our ruler to die for some things, for, you know, things that are monarchy related to actually shape up. And for now, actually, our ruler is looking pretty nicely. So yeah, and he's only 9 years old, and I think his base stats will still keep growing for a few years. So yeah, it's suspicious though. Not sure if that's good. Max rivals, imprisonment cost. Okay, that's just neither here nor there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.